Oh, you won. Kanzi been pecking on you again? You're really like totally useless, aren't you?
Oh, shut up, Puma.
But you won. There's something you can do about it, I think. Come on, let's go. Give it a shot.
Ugh. Huh?
Okay, you won. It's training time. That's your guitar for now. The enemy is near. Let's roll. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. First, we loosen up. Tilt your head forward. Your head. Yeah. Round and round. How's that? Feel good, right? Okay, try the same thing with the left analog stick. Tilt it in any direction and spin around and round.
Ugh.
Are you the one they call Gitaroo-Man?
What's that? Puma, what's he mean?
You won. Here, catch.
Whoa, dude! What happened?
You won. Just do like I taught you.
Overdrive alive!
It's over,
Yeah, that's right. Come on, X. Let's show 'em our jack. I should get a medal for floor pedals. Check me out. Oh! This is my world. You're just a squirrel looking for an apple. You got any chaps? What do you got? Come on, everybody! That's right, that's right.
Come with my
Hey, what's
It's a
that?
bird.
It's a hamburger!
No, it's a UFO.
Over here, you won!
Oh, you lose.
Oh, I've showed it to you before. I but I never played it though. I just showed it to you. I saw it right now on PlayStation. I was like, oh shit, they have this. It's like one of the coolest fucking games ever to be created on fucking PlayStation that hardly anybody even heard of. It's called Gitaroo-Man. If they would have this for the Switch, I'd buy it right away. There was that Fat B my favorite one is the next one after this. It's the B song, and that one is fucking hard. Yeah, it's with the B playing this fucking I think he plays a trumpet. What do you mean? So scary. All right, I suck. No more. Let me see. Do they have fucking Treasures of the Deep? That shit. Oh my lord. What happened? Oh, Lord. That's not good. I was looking up some reviews in some game right now, but now because before I get video games, I always read the reviews. The game looks good. I want to get it. It's my first thought. I really want to, and then I read it, and then they're breaking down. Like some people are really complaining about the gameplay that it doesn't feel right, and it's like, damn, it looked really good. Like I really wanted it, but I guess not. I guess not. Let me see. This is Caitlin Clark is fucking pissed from the liberal hive mind. I think she went out and she spoke out about what's happening against her. I think she might actually leave the fucking team and join the Europe team. These people are so fucking stupid. I'm not kidding. Not taking care of your best player. That's crazy. Who does that?
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal.
Hey Google, what's the temperature outside?
It's 76 degrees Fahrenheit and partly sunny in Maywood.
All right, let's see what's up with the Clayton Clark thing.
What's going on with AT. I think first and foremost, it's absolutely unacceptable. I think as a league, as a whole, there's been so much more toxicity, racism, homophobia, straight out like nonsense, hate nonsense, and it is absolutely unacceptable. Most of this coming from the online community. Most of this, in my heart of hearts, I believe not coming from WNBA fans, Indiana Fever fans. I believe that this is people who are using our league, using our players to further divisive agendas. It's not acceptable. Yes, we have to continue to protect our players. We've got to continue to support our players in our league. We get to play a basketball game. And AT was exactly right. Like, we get to play a basketball game. And yes, that's going to come with criticism. Yes, that's going to come with fans and the love-hate relationship that they have with players and teams. That is going to come. But it's not hard to not be a jerk. And if you are one of these people that are online doing this, do not call yourself a WNBA fan. Our league is about inclusiveness. Our league is about competition. Our league is about elevating women,
Inclusive.
communities, including and being inclusive of all different walks of life. That is what.
What the fuck are you talking about? This is fucking basketball. Shut the fuck up and play fucking basketball. I don't want to hear about this bullshit color nonsense. Just fucking play basketball. Dribble the ball and put the fucking ball in the basket. That's it. What the fuck is so hard about this? Like, am I the only one thinking this? Play fucking basketball and shut the fuck up.
Has always been about from day one. That is what our league will continue to be
about. Fucking talking about like racism, diversity. Is like, what the fuck am I? What is this? Just play basketball.
And we will continue to support one another.
Always from women, and the women are in charge of this stuff, and they're fucking lesbians. So it says everything. They're fucking stupid. Oh, you're homophobic? I don't fucking call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm homophobic. And what? And what?
He's now taking to the public and throwing the superstar talent of the entire league under the bus in a pathetic, groveling, woke attempt to run defense for Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas, of course, the player who clearly and viciously assaulted Caitlin Clark on the court.
Yeah, that fucking bitch is fucking defending the girl that punched the fucking that punched Caitlin Clark in the throat. The people in charge are defending the fucking the nigger that fucking punched her in the throat. Yeah.
Card. I'm crazy.
Ridiculous. Like, it's just fucking retarded. The whole narrative that's being painted out there is the only reason why they're suspending me is because I'm black. Shut the fuck up with that nigger shit already, man. All the time with fucking niggers. All the time. I'm black. I'm black. Everybody's after me. Dude, nobody gives a fuck about you. Just stop acting like a nigger and that's it. Not kidding. It's just like the news with their nonsense.
Star in the league. And again, this is not happening in isolation. It's happening constantly. People are making entire montages of Caitlin Clark being assaulted consistently.
Yep. Purposely fucking hitting her. Like, and the referees are fucking calling foul on the other people. And they're like, and then like when she does something and it's not even like that crazy, it's automatic fucking oh, we're gonna foul her like excessive because she did what, and she's like, what, and everybody like on the internet's like, what? They're blaming it on the fans, like the way they blame it on the fucking in the movies and in video games that we're the bad ones, that we don't like the shit that they produce. Fuck their faggot shit. Keep calling that shit out. Nobody wants to see that shit.
get it. I get some of the insensitive remarks that are being
Fuck
made,
that
but
nigger
also at
shit.
the same time, can we not acknowledge the other
Nigger
racial
shit, nigger shit,
component? The
nigger,
fact
nigger,
that
nigger
they're
shit.
obviously going after this girl because she's white in a black-dominated sport. She just happens to be the best player in that sport, and for some reason, the other girls on the court just can't take it, and so they've made her target number one. No, for some reason, never. We can never acknowledge the elephant in the room. Anti-whiteism, anti-white hatred. The
Yeah,
same stuff that
you
we
know,
saw in
isn't that
NCAA
funny that the
racism
fucking
post Carmelo
the
Anthony
biggest
verdict.
the biggest star in the NBA is not black for the WNBA? It's a it's a fucking white girl that's better than the fucking than black fucking players. A white girl.
Record-breaking success, it's very clear she's the top talent in the league. The players won't give her any recognition, of course, once again, because she's a preppy-looking white girl. So she's met with hatred, resentment, constant physical assault.
They're
and
fucking racist. The
intimidation,
people that
constant verbal
scream
attacks and
about
threats on
racism
her.
are racist against her because she's fucking white. Anybody that screams racism, they're probably racist. Just don't forget that.
And that once
And they're fucking gay probably too.
makes you the problem, but I don't know. For me, racial hatred against an innocent white girl just attempting to play the sport that she loves, constant vicious attacks on her, that seems like the peak concern. But who's surprised that the view is completely inverted in the world of woke? I think pretty much no one at this point. Anyways, that's what I got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Who's the best boyfriend ever? Who got you all this food? And who let you get double protein? But we can't eat it all right now, okay? We have to save. Remember? We have to save. Budget cuts. Who's the best boyfriend ever?
Who's the best boyfriend ever? 16 kids rescued after being found living 1,300 feet underground with 4 adults.
Where's that?
16 kids. 115 square. I don't know what SG stands for. SGFT. Home with adults. They're fucking they're locked in fucking like a cage under the ground. And,
US? That's USA?
yeah, and they're 4 fucking people, 2 fucking like it's weird. And they're kids that are kept.
Not fucking safe anymore. Like, shit.
A lot of women don't understand that there's always people that'll make you disappear, especially if you're small. If you're small and beautiful, you're a target. Always. If you don't believe people will fucking come and get you, you could tell that to the fucking people that are slaves hiding right now in somebody's fucking cellar. It could be my fucking neighbors. You have no idea. Yeah, it could be anybody. You have no fucking idea. No idea. For anybody not to fucking think that way is fucking ignorant. Or believe that fucking you won't have somebody coming down your fucking path that will fucking put you in a situation like that. Even with me, I've had I've had people try to fucking rob me or show intent that they're trying to hurt me twice. Somebody pulled a knife on me and I fucking pushed him and I fucking ran. But I used to run really fast back then. He couldn't catch me. I ran, I jumped over the fucking fence and I told my dad I jumped over the fence where I was living and he was chasing me with the bike and I was like, "Fuck you, bitch." I'm like, you didn't get me." I'm like, and then I'm like, "Dad, this motherfucker was chasing me with the fucking knife." Like and he jumped on the bike and we called the cops and I told the cops, I'm like, "This motherfucker tried to rob me." Fuck you, bitch.
That's crazy. USA.
I told him
It's always they say.
there's an issue like that, it's always they always say comment section they always say guess the country. They always say like that.
America,
Yeah.
ghetto ass America.
Yeah. America is great, right? But what
America's
happened?
America's great. It's just fucking niggers that mess everything up.
Have you seen that guy that tell that I don't know. I want to send it to you, but we're not talking anymore. This time that I watched this, and
What?
this grandpa like there's a streamer black people beside him, and they're trying to make a content with this grandpa, white grandpa. They'd be like, and the grandpa be like, "Here's $20, get away from me."
Yeah,
Why? Your money like that? I don't need your money like that. And the grandpa said, "All of you black people, stay away from me." Like no, something like that. But I
yeah.
think I save it in my account.
A
And the
lot,
grandpa be like,
a
"You're
lot.
always looting. Have you seen Asian Indian looting here? Only you guys looting in this town." They say it like that.
Yeah, and the internet will argue, oh, it's not just them people like that. Here's one incident. It's like, dude, okay,
True.
out of 100 people, only one Chinese person did it, and the rest are all black. Okay, like get the fuck out of here. Don't try to say that. Oh, it's not just black people. And it's just like, okay, 99% out of fucking and that 1%, I think it is all fucking black people. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's never accountability with these fucking people. It's always faggot nigger stuff. I'm a victim. Fucking, my past is fucking terrible.
Let me ask my dad what we're gonna eat
What happened?
again. Time to eat again for lunch. I can't believe this.
What happened?
I said it's time to cook again for lunch. Not even eating breakfast yet. Didn't eat breakfast yet. Oh, not that. Oh, this is okay. Did I forget something? No, I forgot something. I need to remember it right now. Erica, give me something.
What happened?
I'm gonna buy a sausage. I hope they have it. The market. My lunch. mouth is looking for that cheesy sausage, Hungarian sausage. Ah,
Hungarian sausage.
yes,
You're always getting those?
yeah, it's really good. I cook in an air fryer. Oh, don't need oil. And
It's different.
it's different, but it's fucking good. Different brand. A bit spicy, I can take it.
Footage of an underwater UFO from 1994 has resurfaced online. Scary.
Most people moving into a
All right.
Women sometimes.
What happened?
Trying to be a woman sometimes.
It's not a fact. Just stop. Okay. It's sort of a meditation. When I paint, I start thinking about what I start thinking, and I feel that I'm a
Alright,
part
maybe
of
we'll call you back.
everything
Just gonna go get
outside
some sausage.
and inside of me.
I,
Why do you paint?
Hungarian sausage?
I hope they have it.
Not a fact.
Please. I hope they have it. I really hope.
तुम जैसे बेवड़ों का सहारा है दोस्तों, तुम जैसे बेवड़ों का सहारा है दोस्तों, ये दिल तुम्हारे प्यार का मारा है दोस्तों,
Right.
All that they've ever seen. Apparently, if the camera pans, is it? But what do you think?
Hey Google, is Wiener Schnitzel open?
Several places are still open in Maine. Denny's on Atlantic Boulevard is open 24 hours. Little Caesars on Atlantic Boulevard is open until 11 p.m. McDonald's on Atlantic Avenue is open until 1 a.m. tonight. Polo Loco on Slauson Avenue is open until 2 p.m.
Tyler's ma. What looks like a pair of hands can be seen pushing through the curtain. Tyler's ma sees them and goes over, but when she pulls the curtain away, no one's there. TikTok viewers were left creeped out by this video uploaded by parents are people too, with many agreeing with user Carrie that instead of seeing hands, they can see different faces.
That means you'd have to let go of a lot of those.
Potentially be a ghost cat, but what do you think? Drop a comment below with your thoughts on this one.
Why the fuck do I watch you when your mind's confused? I'm aware of these things. Tell you what though.
Doesn't mean that the building itself isn't harboring something paranormal. In the dimly lit hallways and within the very walls that surround you, age-old secrets may lay in wait, veiled in shadows and eager to be unearthed. That's what this person found when he stepped out of his apartment. Captured on the man's CCTV camera outside his apartment door, a mysterious dark, headless figure can be seen walking at the end of the corridor. The dark figure then slowly disappears without a trace. The man locking his door didn't even notice it, but he seems as though he either felt something or noticed something out of the corner of his eye as he glances in the direction of where the figure was seen. TikTok users have been left creeped out by this TikTok video, which was uploaded on the 27th of March to the account Hard to Ghetto. Some users believe this to be a demon, however, others argue that it's simply a clever edit. But what do you think? Let me know down below. This next ghost video comes from the Paranormal Investigations channel Dark Arts TV Extra. Carl ventures out to the Brinksway tunnels located in Stockport, England. The tunnels were built in the late 1930s and used as a bomb shelter during World War II. Just 1 year after the tunnels were completed, Stockport suffered heavy bombings. Many people had to run down to the tunnels to survive. In the video, Carl embarks on a lone exploration of these tunnels, or at least he thought he was. This is eerie. We keep going. Keep going. See where we go to. I know it's probably not a wise idea. I'm walking up on my own stuff. I never said. So I locked off again. Right, I definitely can't hear anyone now.
It's as easy as saying.
Hello? Hello? Just as I was approaching the door, I was alone. I
Hey Google, turn on lights.
A review, you can clearly see what seems to be a black figure with a yellow outline. We believe that this is possibly a spirit. Let us know what the thoughts are. This is weird. I'm literally on my own in these things.
Did it. Hey Google, turn off lights.
This is really weird because I've just literally come on the corner and no joke here. I think I might have seen like a silhouette or something.
Hey Google, turn off gas.
This car appears around the corner, a silhouette, like a squid or something.
Hey Google.
Hey Google. Disappears into nothingness. Car says that this is, quote, real paranormal evidence, ghosts captured on camera in secret.
Hello, I'm Gemini for Home, your helpful assistant from Google. How can I assist you today?
Is this a ghost caught on camera? Let me know. This strange clip was posted to the TikTok account Simple Life with Sue and has left viewers scratching their heads. Scott says that every couple of nights, a mysterious ghostly figure appears in his driveway and just stands there all night. On the 20th of May, Scott uploaded a video showing the quote, ghost in his driveway. However, TikTok viewers were rather skeptical, to say the least. Scott, convinced that a ghost keeps appearing on his driveway, uploaded a video taken 2 nights later to prove the legitimacy of his claims to skeptics. Driveway ghost is back. I'm gonna go walk through it. Just always cool. Local. Like a captured on Scott's CCTV camera, a mysterious ghostly figure can be seen. Scott decides this would be the perfect opportunity to show skeptics that whatever this is no human. So, while someone films the monitor, Scott walks out toward it. He doesn't seem afraid as he walks right through the silhouette, proving it's not a material being. So what do you think? Is this a ghost caught on camera as Scott claims? You tell me.
Time, money, respect. Hey Google, turn on lamp 2.
Supposedly haunted farmhouse late at night. For the first part of the video, Priscilla and her friend explore the old house when they hear some strange and creepy noises. However, it's around 14 minutes into the video when they're investigating the garage area, they see something which sends shivers down their spines.
Acabamos de hacer una oración por todas estas almas o por la entidad que se encuentra aquí, porque hemos sido testigos y es muy impactante lo que hemos vivido dentro de este sitio donde se quedan almas enfermas y personas que son enfermas y que es lo que se manifestaron esa visión de que aquí, sobre todo las demás entidades que se encuentran aquí. Yo creo que es muy importante.
As the camera pans around, a mysterious dark, shadowy figure can be seen peeking out of the trunk before it quickly ducks back down. Priscilla sees it and rushes over to it, but stops with nowhere to be seen. Cell says that this creepy encounter at this abandoned farmhouse was a ghost woman, and her viewers believe this to be the case. What do you think? Drop a comment below with your thoughts.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. It turns out one of the fastest growing segments of
What a
people
piece
signing
of
up for
shit.
Mint are people over the age of 55. So I decided to call our 55 plus plan.
What a piece of shit.
Why I regret ordering from Number Artist. Reason number one, I thought I'd paint for like 20 minutes. And suddenly it's 1 a.m. and I'm still filling in tiny little sections. Reason number two, I was supposed to relax. But I got so into it, I ignored text for like 4 hours. Reason number three, every time someone comes over, they ask where I bought my wall art. And I have to humble brag like, oh, I made that. So yeah, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. If you're looking for something to...
I didn't pay more even when my dose went up. That never happened with anyone else. I just answered a few questions online, had a quick call with a medical expert, and 3 days later, my prescription was at my door. They created a personalized plan to fit my goal and even shipped it for free from a licensed pharmacy. I could text their medical team about anything, anytime. I knew this was the real deal right after the first week. I stopped thinking about food all the time, felt satisfied with normal portions. And after a couple of weeks, I felt more in control of my body than I had in years. I almost didn't believe it. A prescription GLP-1 for less than $6 a day with dedicated medical support. And I just took a quick quiz online to see if I qualified. Worth checking if you're still overpaying.
The next ghost video comes from another Japanese ghost hunter, lives alone in the ruined Hongakuji temple, which is rumored to be incredibly
Stay in this moment.
explores the whole temple's building, eyes on lots of structures
Let the present
later on.
gently lie
Like
like candlelight against the wall. Small but growing overall.
But as he's leaving, he encounters some
Either we are Dinosaur, 40 miles offshore, and it is a bass boat. Fucking America, baby. Either we are Dinosaur, 40 miles offshore, and it is a bass boat. Fucking America, baby. Either we are Dinosaur, 40 miles offshore, and it is a bass boat. Fucking America, baby. Either we are Dinosaur, 40 miles offshore, and it is a bass boat. Fucking America, baby. Either we are Dinosaur.
Hey, son.
Why?
This is where
I thought didn't.
peeking through the gap of the door, it stares right at
So
who sees it.
Resident Evil, the dark nemesis of Umbrella Chronicles, Biohazard Revenge 3D, Extreme Virus Outbreak 5, the evil Wesker Incorporated nemesis of the T-Virus, Outbreak Revenge, Code 8.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yet, lurking within, revealed an unexpected and chilling guest. While the photographer was accompanied only
If I
by her
say anything about
son,
women, it's about turning women into fucking
working
dogs.
outside
That's
the
exactly what I
photo
do.
seems to suggest they weren't truly alone. Captured in a photograph, the shadowy figure appears to have been caught on camera. The dark figure seems to be tall and slim in build, and many Redditors have drawn chilling comparisons to the mythical Slender Man. But what's your verdict? Is this a genuine shadow figure, the infamous Slender Man, or something else entirely? Let me know down below.
Hey Google, is In-N-Out open in Maywood?
In-N-Out Burger is normally open at this time on Saturdays and closes at 1:30 a.m., but these hours may be affected by 4th of July.
A police officer on patrol in his car. As the police are driving down the dark road, the headlights catch a misty apparition that seems to appear right
Let's
as
do
the
it.
car gets close to it. The officer drives straight through it, but he definitely saw it. The officer immediately turns around to see what it could have been, and then sees this. As the car turns around, some sort of apparition-like thing can be seen in the distance moving across the road. The title of this video is Ghost Caught on Camera, Police Dashcam, and viewers believe this to be true. But what do you think? Did this police officer capture a ghost on camera while out on patrol? You tell me. Sarita Sarita is a game that is often played by school children in certain South American countries. Similar in concept to the Charlie Charlie and Bloody Mary games, Sarita Sarita involves invoking what is believed to be a vengeful spirit or entity by arranging two coins in a specific manner. The game's name and the legends associated with it may vary depending on the region, but the core concept remains consistent across different areas. Participants typically ask questions and seek answers from the entity they believe they are communicating with, like the Charlie Charlie game, which involves balancing pencils to receive answers, the Bloody Mary game, which involves chanting a name in front of a mirror. Sarita Sarita is considered by some to be a form of spirit summoning, but it carries a risk. Some say if you play Sarita Sarita, the entity you've called will attach itself to you forever and slowly drive you mad. Lupus Gamer, a popular South American YouTuber, and her daughter Regina decide to play it anyway, and this is what happened. The pair start the game, but the coins first show a no. They ask one more time, and a yes means the game has now begun. But straight away, a loud noise in the house frightens both of them. Still, they decide to continue, asking questions about whether her husband is unfaithful or if any of Regina's schoolmates envy her. And it wasn't long before they realized they made a terrifying mistake. As Regina asks her question, a hand of someone or something appears behind Regina's shoulder. The pair panic and turn the lights on, but they find no one. Lupus Gamer's viewers were left horrified by this creepy hand appearing to reach out and touch her daughter Regina's shoulder, with many saying that she should never have played the Sarita Sarita game and that they are now cursed. What do you think happened here? Comment and let me know what you think. Nestled in Carson City, the historic Nevada State Prison has stood since 1862, bearing witness to countless tales of the living and, as some say, the spirits of the departed. From ghostly apparitions to unexplained sounds echoing through its long-abandoned halls, this prison's reputation has piqued the curiosity of many. Venturing into its mysterious depths, Ghost Vex's paranormal sought answers. Here's what they uncovered.
Can you make a noise for us? Let me know where you are. Let me know where you are.
see what I'm seeing right now. I'm gonna go check. While walking down the corridors of total darkness, a voice can be heard saying, "Get out." Then, at the end of the corridor, a white apparition appears before quickly disappearing out of sight. YouTube viewers have been left amazed at this capture, with many believing it to be a genuine ghost caught on camera. What do you think? Was this the ghostly spirit of an inmate caught on camera, or just a trick of the light? You tell me. The next ghost video comes from the YouTube channel Franco TV. Frank, a fearless explorer, sets off on a solo mission into the eerie quiet of the night. His destination, an ancient abandoned monastery believed to be teeming with paranormal activity. As Frank ventures deep into the shadows of the monastery, he soon realizes that he might not be alone as he initially thought.
Yep, it's like that.
We're coming for you, Indy.
Completely getting away from position. What idiots. No. If it isn't Queen Mistletoe herself. Hilarious, by the way. Been a while.
I'm done.
And you must be the little half-breed's father. Lucky. You have a lot to answer for, Sunshine. You too, traitor. Better a traitor than Odin's laughter. Burden is mine.
I can help.
I know. But you are needed elsewhere. He's right, you know. Sizzles wasn't looking so hot last I saw.
I know you
You
did.
called him fucking sizzles.
See you soon.
Well, we both know that's not true. But don't worry, Frigg. I'll be coming for you and your brother as soon as I am finished.
Have a little have fun. So easy to have fun.
Now, what you got? I just called for everything for you. Having fun yet? Oh, well, you and me then. Oh, look, the stick. Goodbye. I can feel your frustration, Bill. It's immensely satisfying. What now? I was going to stand remains our last chance.
These are new brakes. No way. You expected the spin to give you an advantage? Hilarious. The scion of the Aesir brought down by an old geezer's cane. Ah. You actually hit. Slow down. I don't remember this time anyone hit me. There we are. Armor fit for a cup. You strike like a sloppy cat. You think you can bring down Asgard? That's all this is. What is going on in that empty little head? Oh, no. You are going to spare me out of pity.
Let it go, you may live.
Is this about the little runt? Oh, now I am definitely going to get him.
This is your final warning.
I don't think a warning is going to cut him. You think you get to just walk away? No. That is not how this works. You do not get to decide my fate! You are dead, sunshine. Way over your head. Slow down.
You don't pay big brand markups when you buy Aldi brand.
It's an Aldi thing. You looking for a car detailer? Hit up my boy. This guy polished up a vintage car so clean, the owner got sunburned just looking at it. You want a bird watching tour guide? I got the Connect. She helped me spot my first Kittle Whisk warbler. Amazing. Need legal advice? That's when I call the real experts. Gil Alvondi is the best there is. Personal injury or workers' comp cases? No problem.
Avandi Law Group. Call us today.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be good when I bring back my old intro, but you know what? Let's not waste any time and jump right in. Here, Faye reaches for what she thinks is the light of Alfheim. This, of course, is going to get a lot of comparisons to this moment from God of War 2018. I don't think this is the same moment from Faye's perspective, because we know that this isn't the light of Alfheim, this is the gate to the Everywhere, the place where all the magic in the God of War universe comes from and eventually returns to. Now, I do think it's interesting that the hand she reaches for the gate with is the same one that has a piece of the mask in it, and later Segment says this.
I wonder, do you think this could set you free?
So I wonder if in the same way that the piece of the mask can be used to get out of the Everywhere, it can also be used to enter it. So a question many God of War fans have had about this announcement is, how was Faye able to enter this realm since she isn't a god? Because this is what Frank says about this realm.
Where are we anyway?
Afterlife of the gods?
The answer, as I suspected, is quite simple. The term Afterlife of Gods is not the best definition for the Everywhere. Ariel Lawrence has confirmed that this is the place where all the magic returns to, and Jotuns are very much magic-wielding beings. So, provided there are no issues with them going to the Light of Alfheim, they would be coming here as well. This is exciting because it opens up the possibility that we might see Deimos again, who has a very magical-looking scar. I find it really curious how Faye wakes up in the Everywhere. The first thing she looks for is Kratos and Atreus, and later she says this.
It's just, I didn't get to say goodbye.
This tells us that her death was a sudden thing. And this is interesting because Faye was someone who could look into the future. In fact, she knew that she was going to die.
Okay, burned clothes, the pirate, it happened. They're starting on the past.
But given her reaction here, it seems that how she died was still surprising to her. It's also very interesting that she seems to be worried about Kratos and Atreus when she wakes up, almost as if the last thing she saw before she died could be of danger to Kratos and Atreus. I actually have a really interesting theory about this, but trust me, that needs its own video. I guess it's a good time to tell you to subscribe to this channel if you're interested in this game, because I am going to be making a lot of these videos.
This definitely isn't the light of Alfheim.
Here we see an interesting statue, and yeah, I know, Cuba likes statues, I get that, but I'm being for real here. The first thing that's odd about it is how the water seems to be flowing upwards. Maybe this is highlighting that time in this place does not work the same as it does in the more regular world of gods and mortals. The statue itself is also really interesting because later in the game we see the creature that this statue is based on. Now, I've tried to look for a flying dog creature in many mythologies, but I'm having some issues with it. Not because there aren't any of them, but quite the opposite. There are many flying dog creatures found in many mythologies, which makes it very hard to narrow down where this creature comes from, because we know for a fact that this game is going to depict many mythologies simultaneously. Another possibility is that this creature is native to this world, which makes looking for its mythological origins a pointless pursuit. Now, this part is really interesting for multiple reasons. Faye notices that the dead body is wearing a mask, and later she says this.
Mask? No, it can't be. It's not possible. If there's another mask, the path isn't safe.
This implies that there are multiple masks in the universe. It also implies that Faye might have been the one who destroyed the masks from God of War Ragnarok, and now is surprised that there are more of them. As to who these characters are, I'm not so sure. But it's possible that much like Odin, they too were lured into this realm by putting on these masks. Maybe these characters belong to a group that specializes in looking for the Everywhere, similar to how the Travelers were created to look for an entrance into Jotunheim. If that's the case, I wonder if Faye is in danger by putting on their uniform. I doubt it because I'm sure this game will also allow you to change your armor like the previous two games, but it would be interesting if this armor does play a role in the story. Next, we see Faye fighting against some plant beings. I'm assuming these are going to be like the Draugrs from the Norse saga, your typical grunt enemy. But lore-wise, what's interesting about these enemies is that I'm pretty sure that they're going to be native to this realm. I say this because we've only seen them attack outsiders. We can clearly see that one of them killed the character that was wearing the mask, as its branches are wrapped around his neck. And not too long after Faye notices this, the plant being attacks her as well, who also has in possession a piece of the mask. I wonder if these enemies are like guardians who protect this realm from outsiders. Maybe gods and outsiders are not supposed to be returning to this place, and the realm itself is rejecting them. And this anger of the realm is manifested in these plant beings. While Faye is fighting these plant enemies, we can see in the background an 8-sided star, which once again could be interpreted to belong to a lot of different mythologies. But I thought it would be interesting if this turns out to be the Star of Ishtar, which is a symbol of the goddess Inanna, a Mesopotamian deity. Again, the concept of the everyone makes it very difficult to make a breakdown video, because a lot of things could be from many different places. But I think the Mesopotamian pantheon is one that's not often represented in popular media. We already got a pretty obscure god with Begsi. I think it would also be interesting if we get to see gods from Mesopotamia. But let me know if you think this star is referring to something else. While Faye is doing the traditional AAA squeeze through the crack, two interesting things happen. First, something above her moves which catches her attention. This could simply be some of Sekhmet and Begsi's troops patrolling the area, but I wonder if it's something we haven't seen yet. If you look at the promotional art, there's a lot of weird things in the distance. One of them even seems to be a flying serpent. I'm not saying that this is the creature that was moving about Faye, but it could be something like it that will only make sense once we play the game. Something else that's weird in this moment is that some of the tree branches for a brief moment seem to be reaching towards Faye. Could they be reaching towards Faye because she has a piece of the mask stuck in her hand? It's possible, but it could also be that this moment is just highlighting the magical essence of this realm. Think of it like Vanaheim but on steroids. Now, this isn't really important to the lore, but it's a nice reference to another fantasy story. When the soldiers capture Faye, she accidentally breaks the sword. My wife noticed that the way the sword breaks seems very similar to how the sword Narsil breaks in Lord of the Rings. Since then, an anonymous source has confirmed to me that this is in fact a reference to Narsil. So it's a pretty cool little detail for Lord of the Rings fans. Alright, so I know I previously talked about this flying dog creature, but I have some more things to say. First of all, I really like the characterization of Faye when she sees it. Jotuns are beings who are more attuned with nature, so naturally she's going to be worried about its well-being, even though she's in a very complicated situation herself, which is a quality that she passed on to Atreus. Now, I could leave it at that and say that this moment is only here to highlight who Faye is as a character. But you're in the Captain Cuba channel after all. Of course, I have a much more ambitious take on what I think this role of this creature might be in the final game. I'm going to predict in this video that at one point in the game, Faye is going to use this creature to fly around the realm. I don't know if it's going to be in a linear manner like the Pegasus sections in God of War 2, or more open like in Crimson Desert, but I do think she's going to use them to fly around the realm. We already see in the promotional art that the same type of creature is able to fly. The real question is, where would Faye fly to? Why would she need to do this? Well, if you look at the top left section of the image, we see a cloud and what looks to be a city or some trees resting on top of it. I think this part is going to be explorable, and how Faye will be able to get there is by flying on this creature. I'm sorry if this turns out to be wrong, because I'm sure there's a lot of you right now that are very excited about this idea. Whatever the case ends up being, you can come back to this video and either tell me I was right or that I was wrong. But before we leave this area, I want you to notice something really interesting about this guy. His mask clearly indicates that he belongs to the Mongolian pantheon. But if you look at his chest, it seems that he has a wing scarab amulet, which clearly is more associated with Egypt. This in itself is not surprising. Begsi is a Mongolian god, and Sekhmet is an Egyptian goddess, so naturally they're troops of two power sources that they can draw from. To me, this once again shows the potential this setting has to create really interesting story scenarios, because so far we've only seen pantheons attacking each other, but the everyone makes it possible for them to also work together, and this guy is a clear example of this happening. Here we see Sekhmet and Begsi's troops killing the same type of squirrel creature that guided Faye in the beginning. And next to the pile of dead bodies, there's one of those barrels that seems to be very important to Sekhmet and Begsi. Now, the reason for the placement of this barrel could be because Santa Monica needed something flammable here for this moment. But I wonder if the barrel is somehow connected to the squirrel creatures. Maybe these Mongolian soldiers are killing them to extract this fuel that they seem to be using all over the camp. Also, if you look at the telescope in the distance, you will notice that it also seems to be powered by the same fuel source. So I wonder if outsiders like Sekhmet and Begsi are in a sense at war with the everyone itself, which could explain why the native creatures seem ready to attack outsiders. Corey said that the gods here are not good people. They all crave power. So I wonder if they're also exploiting the everyone's resources to gain the power that they crave so much. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not exactly sure who this guy is. I tried looking up for some similar characters in mythology, but I haven't had any luck. But I think it's very likely that this character might be from the Arthurian mythos. I'll talk about why I think that's the case in a little bit.
One trip, zero worries about your travel budget. 6,800 global destinations on the list. One place to always come back to. Make life count. Book now. More life in real life. FlixBus.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Tito's has a new 100 milliliter bottle. This is 100 milliliters, and I'm 100 years old.
The best thing about being 100 is you can say what you please. I don't even like puzzles.
Here's to good friends and bad decisions. Here's to 100. Here's to 100. Here's to 100 milliliters.
And here we have the first of what I assume to be many Egyptian gods that we will meet in the God of War universe. We did meet Thoth in the Fallen God comics, but this reveal was way cooler if you ask me. I'll eventually make theory videos about both Sekhmet and Bexy. For today, however, I want to talk about one possibility for this game setting that we haven't fully considered. We've already seen two gods from two different pantheons working together, but I think it's also possible that other gods will try to recreate their pantheons in the everyone in order to survive against other pantheons who have done the same. If you go to the promotional art once again, you'll notice a region of the world that looks very Egyptian. We can clearly see that this is a temple structure surrounded by obelisks, and at the very base of the structure you can see a giant scorpion creature, which is also very Egyptian coded. So if everything is Egyptian here, isn't it likely that the gods living in this area are Egyptian as well? This would essentially make this region of the world a mini Egyptian pantheon. But if Egypt has one, then Greece could also have one, the Norse realm as well, the Arthurian mythos. By putting versions of all of these pantheons in the same location, you're essentially creating a never-ending battlefield, which we could already see signs of this in the concept art. And what would they be fighting over, you ask? Well, how about the structure that's located at the very center of these pantheons? The one we've already been shown will be of importance in the story. I'm telling you guys, the concept of the everyone is one of the best, if not the best fantasy concept that Santa Monica has come up with. If they do this right, this could be one of the best and most exciting stories in the series. Now, I can't really say much about this creature Sekhmet is writing, because again, this is just an Egyptian creature. We don't really know much about it. I did notice that it has like a rattlesnake tail, which is really cool. All I can say is that I'm pretty sure this is going to be a boss. And the fact that it flies, it makes me think that this game is already going to have a lot more spectacle than, say, God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. So that alone has me really excited for this game as well.
Fresh air. Oh, you're different. You're cute.
Okay, so now we get to one of the most talked about moments in the announcement, the reveal of Rue and Frank. And naturally, people have a lot of theories as to who they might actually be. When it comes to Rue, the theory that I like the most is the one that says that she's Nimue, the Lady of the Lake who gives the sword Excalibur to King Arthur. If this theory ends up being correct, it will mean that Rue and Mimir have already met.
Seeking the Lady of the Forge is brought by some men. I thought it was only in my homeland you'd see such things.
Mermaids who forge weapons.
I remember very fondly a lake nymph called Nimue. Very talented with a sword. I meant that literally.
In the mythos, the Lady of the Lake is also responsible for taking a mortally wounded King Arthur to Avalon, a land of magic and where the sword Excalibur was created. I wonder if the recent ruse in the Everyone isn't because she died, but it's because she's looking for King Arthur, who in the God of War universe actually died in battle. If this was the case, she would naturally keep Excalibur safe until she can give it to its rightful owner, and she would be very hesitant to give the sword to someone else in the meantime. Also, remember when I said that I thought this guy was from the Arthurian mythos? The reason I said that is because he seems to be aware of this sword's importance.
Come on! No! I got a promise to keep. Fine, but lady, that sword, it's more than you think it is.
As to the sword, Santa Monica has piqued my interest, because it seems like they're setting up this weapon as one of the most powerful weapons in the universe. And this is a universe already populated by very powerful weapons. So what exactly is so special about this sword? Why is Bexy so scared of it?
You're scared of the sword. What?
Earlier, Bexy implies that it's very difficult to die in the Everyman. Is it possible the only way to truly kill a god is with this sword? I guess this is one of those things that we're gonna have to learn more about it when the game finally comes out. Now, when it comes to Frank, fans have also proposed a theory that he too is from the Arthurian mythos. One of the most popular theories is that he's a sentient portion of the lake where Nimue comes out to give the sword to King Arthur. I like this theory a lot, but I think I'm leaning in a slightly different direction. I think he might be a piece of the Everyone itself. Something that supports this theory is that the gate of the Everyone itself seems to contain many interlocking cubes. Maybe Frank is one of these cubes that became sentient. On top of that, Ariel Lawrence has said that the gate itself has not been opened in quite some time.
As we kind of unpack and unfold that story of what have Bexy and Sekhmet done to the Everyone, why has nobody come through the gateway in some time?
I wonder if this is because it's missing a part, and part of the story will be to return Frank to the gate itself. Now, in the same prison card that Faye gets put in, there's already a dead mythical creature. Because of the way his corpse is positioned, it's very hard to tell what he actually looks like, but at least on his face, I'm getting some feline features. So I wonder if this is a creature from Mesoamerica. For the longest time, I've been saying that I would love it if Santa Monica were to introduce this mythology to the God of War universe. This game might actually be the start of that. Now, I know that there's a lot of pushback against the idea of Faye becoming a protagonist in the God of War series, but for me, this moment is one of the best examples of why she's such an interesting character to explore.
That's it. What were you thinking of?
A promise.
I find this moment interesting because what Faye did here is pretty much remember the future. I know that sounds insane, but look at when Kratos says that line in God of War 2018. At least based on what we know so far, Kratos didn't tell this to Faye when she was alive. He told her when she was already dead. But because Faye can look into the future, she can in a way remember it, which is why she says this.
What were you thinking of?
A promise.
What makes this even more interesting is that Ariel Lawrence has explained how she sees the concept of time in God of War Love Faye. She says, "But I think for us, the Everyone gave this concept of all time and no time and a place beyond the mortal realms. This concept isn't just exciting for what it might mean for Kratos' future, but it's also a very exciting concept to explore in a Faye game, because Faye is used to dealing with time in a more linear manner."
Okay. Burned clothes. The pirate. It happened. They're starting on the path.
It's almost like the Everyone exists to mess with their ability to tell the future, which is something that we might have already seen in this announcement. Alright, so I think this is the big moment that people have been obsessing about since the announcement. I've seen a lot of clips of fans trying to match moments when Kratos dies with this brief moment. And I think they're really cool because it shows that a lot of people are understanding why this concept has so much potential. With that said though, I don't think we've seen Kratos make this interaction with Faye yet. I know the particles when he disappears are the same as the particles when Faye arrives in the Everyman. But that's just it. Why does he disappear? Is it possible this interaction will take place in another future Kratos game? one where Kratos is able to hop in and out of the Everyman? I really don't know. This could be one of those moments that Cory Barlog talked about many years ago.
If you do a second game or a third game, you're gonna go back to the first one, and you're like, oh god, that was there.
But I also know that a couple of months ago, Christopher Judge implied that he was going to have a role in this game, and this means that he has to have new lines of dialogue to record. So I think we will definitely see more of Kratos in this game. Maybe we'll get another moment like this where he'll explain what's going on. But I'll be honest with you guys, when it comes to this one, I think I'm gonna need some more time to think about it, because this one, lore-wise, is a little bit tricky. Now, I do have one last thing to mention before I end this breakdown video. It's not that big, but it is something interesting that I haven't seen anyone talk about before. I noticed in the promotional art that Faye at some point will put a bracelet in the same arm that she uses to channel her powers. Maybe this will enhance her powers, or at the very least help her control them. I do hope, however, that this bracelet doesn't talk. The game is already getting a lot of comparisons to Forspoken, and the last thing we need is another questionable companion character.
Did I just do that?
Well, definitely with my assistance.
I did not just do that.
We did.
I just moved shit with my mind.
That's how
The gods of Olympus have abandoned.
And this brings my breakdown to an end. I know there were a lot of things I didn't mention. For some, it's because I don't think there's enough information for me to say anything of value about them. But for others, it's because I want to dedicate a full video to them. The next video I want to make is about how Faye was able to arrive in the Everywhere. I think there's a lot of context clues in this announcement that fans have not noticed, and I want to surprise you with a nice meaty theory video. So once again, if you're hyped about this game, make sure to hit like and subscribe, because I am going to be making a lot of these videos. But for today, that's going to be all. Thank you so much to all of my members for supporting the channel monthly. I would also like to thank all of you who like and share my videos. It may not seem like much, but trust me, it really does help. And with that said, thanks for watching. And remember, go forth in the name of Olympus.
I need to find my daughter.
Let's do what we do.
I will hunt you down and stick a piece of down in my private first.